options. For jury reporting information, press 1. If you have general questions about filing a court case, press 30233. To speak to a clerk about a pending domestic relations case, such as divorce, child custody, family. Wait while I transfer your call. Park County Combined Court, this is Danica. I can help you.
Hi, ma'am. I'm just trying to follow up here. I got a call back from Rianne, I believe it is. Let me just double check the name here. I believe it's Rianne. I got a call back from regarding a probate. I put an online application.
Oh, Rhiannon, yeah.
Yeah, and so.
Okay.
And I apologize. I had a conversation with her yesterday. It was a little strange. It was after an hour. She ended up telling me that she was going to have Lisa, the court executive, call me.
Okay.
That's good and all, but I have she was telling me that she had no indication or record of me submitting a probate request. And then, but she was clearly had the file there, able to access it because she was reading the will off with me, and it got a little contentious at points. I don't know. I haven't received anything back except for when I submit it online. You know, it auto generates you'll hear back from a clerk within 3 to 5 days, and I haven't heard anything. Tomorrow would be the 5th day. In the conversation I had with her, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, our clerk of court also does probate if you'd like to speak with her.
So, I'm sorry. I'm just really confused because, like, what happened, and the reason I was calling the researcher part is because this had apparently been submitted, a request had been submitted I found this in August, and then September I finally got connected with family that I've been estranged with for 17 years. And they tell me that they did the request for me. That request got delayed forever. Then I had a lawyer approaching me, acting like they were trying to represent me. And then I had to ask them after a couple hours of contact. I was like, so who's retained you? And they couldn't tell me who was retaining them to represent me, which is wild. And so I just don't understand who's going to get me a copy of. I finally was able. I've been stranded in Nevada these last couple months by myself now, and I finally was able to get enough money to be able to submit my own request for a copy of this probate and files, and that's what I did online to my best of my ability, in my understanding. I have some written communication issues, but I got the generated letter. It said that they'll contact me. Rianne contacted me. It was really strange. I recorded that call. The beginning of the call, she just starts the call with, "Who is this?" I was like, "What do you mean, who is this?" And apparently I didn't put my name on leave a name on the phone message, so she was offended when she called me back. I don't know. I don't know who the party that's supposed to get me a copy of that probate is. I had been misled by my family, as Lisa told me. My family was telling me that the researchers were telling her that she couldn't get a copy of the probate because they had to go and find the physical files, this, that, and the other. Yet the lawyer who contacted me in September told me that he had custody of a copy of it. Lisa ended up excusing the reason for this confusion later on, was telling me that the reason my mom didn't get a copy that had been requested in my name was because somehow there was confusion. And they thought that the lawyer's request and my mother's request were the same. I'm autistic, but I'm not stupid. I know that that's an impossibility. And I know that it's also not really my business to have that disclosed to who they've been releasing copies of this probate to, or the reason why it can't hit an SOP for my own request. I was having problems with my family. I was always trying to see if my family member is the issue or not. But yeah, she was telling me that I got partial copy of the probate from her when it was finally released by Kathy. And so I don't really know what's going on, if I'm going to be further obstructed from getting copy of it. My big problem about this, which has been acknowledged by a lot of people, the building the county building that you guys are actually in there in Park County, I was actually donated by my aunt and uncle. And it's like my cousins are the people that have been trying to dispossess me of the Saltworks Ranch for the last 17 years. I mean, everybody that's even looked mildly at the will goes, yeah, that clearly was not fulfilled right. Couldn't even explain why the will is in Park County, because she didn't die in Park County. But then they acknowledged that, no, she was resident. Right, she was a resident because Park County records reflect that she was a property owner. The will claims she had no property to divest. Every member of the family that is listed in the will, except for me, has tried in the past to make title claims, which are of record with your recorder. I saw those myself in 2021. My grandmother has a deed for the property that she bought in the 30s, which is the north acreage. But yeah, like for some reason, everybody kept trying to make quick deed claims, and they all are stamped by your own county that no title has actually transferred. There's been no property title. My cousin Travis last year in the Flume, they did an article about the Saltworks Ranch. In it, he's bragging about the fact that they're on the property and that they actually even have my grandmother's car, which in the probate states that she has no vehicles and no property. Interesting thing is his brother's a city attorney in Texas. All my family members are well aware of what they've been doing. So I just don't understand why I can't get a copy of the probate when I went. And this is, again, you've been extremely professional. I'm autistic. I have communication issues. I don't mean for any of my upset to deflect in your direction. But I don't understand how come, because I even wrote in my submission, I'm like, this should be super easy. You guys have fulfilled these twice in September. Should be copy send. And I can't even get a response. So I'm very much concerned that there's conflict there in the clerk's office.
And what is your last name, sir?
Thank you so much. My last name is Fanning, F as in Frank, A-N-N-I-N-G.
F-A-N-N?
Yes, ma'am. I-N-G.
Okay.
Like Carl and Judy Fanning, the people that donated the land there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk to, we have a lady that does the research request, and then we have our court of clerk that does probate.
I just don't know who's supposed to get me. You know, I submitted the request online. You've been extremely professional, so thank you. I submitted the request online. It generated a letter that I'm going to get a call back about my request for the copies of those documents. Who's supposed to call me back?
Yeah, let me get you through to Julie and see if she knows anything about that research request. Can you wait just a moment?
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so thank you for waiting.
Thank you so much.
So it looks like I checked on with Julie, and she does a research request, and she's working on it. She said you will hear back by the end of business day today.
But I'll hear back by when?
By the end of business day today.
Okay. Yeah.
And we do have a good phone number for you. Let me just make sure, just in case, okay?
Sure. I
Your
appreciate.
phone number.
Yeah. Oh, you need me to give it to you again?
I mean, she probably has it.
Oh, no. I was just trying to clarify if is that what you're asking me, or if you were going to repeat one to me. No. I'm not trying to make it difficult.
Oh no. Yeah, I just alternate number. Okay.
Yeah. Again.
I will hand this to Julie.
Yeah, and yeah, I appreciate that she did get it. Yeah, it's just kind of strange because these requests, it really, there shouldn't be anything to research. The research had already been done. Like.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, on our end we have multiple research requests today, so that's
right. But what I'm saying is that the alleged reason that I was mistold, and I was mistold while the lawyer still had custody of the probate themselves. My mother was being led to believe, and I had to contact the clerk's office myself and ask, how is it possible that you have anything else to research other than what the lawyer already requested and you fulfilled? And they suddenly realized that they could fulfill it because she was stating that there was some, unusual cause for the delay in the response to ours. And that's why Lisa, the court executive, She's the one that told me that she was told by your clerks that somehow the clerk had confused 2 online submissions for request as being the same. So that doesn't work. Lisa knows that doesn't work also. I will agree that's not possible. That's why there's redundancies to believe that assures that doesn't happen. And also, I shouldn't know that. A member of the public should not be disclosed that, oh, well, we gave copies to this person, because that's not public information, right? So I appreciate, right. So I appreciate your help. And again, I just want to be accountable for my upset. I don't mean for it to deflect your way. I was just trying to explain why I'm frustrated. You know, it's strange that I would have to call that they didn't even, the actual clerk didn't respond to me online, say, hey, we received copy of your request. I'm having to call on the last day that they're obligated to respond and resolve it by, or it's late. Because...
Right, and you will hear something by the end of today.
Yeah, no, and that's wonderful, and I appreciate it. But like I said, strange that I had an hour-long conversation with Rhiannon yesterday, and this is the position. That's why I'm concerned that there's grave conflict. See, most people that are going to be my age, which is in my later 40s, in the 40s to 50s range span now, they're all going to be friends of my cousins, Travis and Trevor. Why? Because they're little hometown heroes. Because when you have a classroom that small, these twins are going to be the local baseball heroes, the football heroes, because they got no competition. You understand what I'm saying? All of those family members you see in the will, they all got cashed out. Grandma left half the will, half her estate and trust to maintain that ranch. And there's a second trust that their lawyer that they hired to represent me and defraud me as my being retained by me admits that there's a second trust. So there's been a trust for 17 years, and there's been another one for 23 years that my family's hidden. So I appreciate your help, and I look forward to speaking to her at the end of the day. Kind of strange, but I appreciate us getting through it. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right,
You're
bye-bye.
welcome. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.